日本の偉大な先人たちがこんな言葉を残していった。明日のことはまた明日考えようと。
Man, Konosuba. Yo, I don't even know what scene. This episode, oh my god, I'm crying. The last scene of the episode is like where freaking Iris as Cosmo just as Megumin's like, you're a scrub. You're a scrub. You don't amount to nothing. You're a piece of crap. You're nothing. And the guy's like, ah. Oh my god. And Iris got pummeled. Yo, Iris got clocked. Oh my god. The scene right before that too, where freaking Kazuma was like, in the words of my Japanese ancestors, the proverb is, I'll worry about tomorrow. Oh my god. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what scene I picked. It was probably one of those two before the review started. But my god, this episode, peak 10 out of 10. Like, this episode was just effing awesome. Not only did Kazuma get rallied up by like everybody in the army, and he got a chance to go fight the demon army, to the behest of the guild girl, where she's like, "Yo, bro, you ain't up to this. You ain't up to the level. Like, I would love to let you in, but you're not level 30, buddy. Like, you're not it." But everyone's like, "No, let him through. He's the demon slayer." And he gets effed up by some kobolds. And then he ends up at the goddesses, Eris, I think is her name, or something like that. But he ends up in the goddesses thing because he died. And they're just... they sit there for like 60 seconds, like a whole minute, in silence. And then he breaks. I'm so sorry. And then she judges him for, touching the thief girl. And oh my god. That whole entire interaction was just hilarious. Him getting fucking mollywopped by the kobolds, hilarious, like peak hilarity. The fact that a kobold was like and trapped him, hilarious. Then they ran us through the different scenes that happened with Darkness and with Megumin, and those two scenes were funny as well too. And then basically the goddess bestowed upon Kazuma, like, hey, go help the thief. Go find all of these artifacts. Like, these are some like serious artifacts that, like, in the wrong hands could bring the world to an end. You got to go find them. And one of them was the body swapping one that happened to be in Iris's possession. Apparently, her brother had given it to her to hold on to, but there's an inscription on it in Japanese, and Kazuma read it, and he switches bodies with Iris, and that's where the whole entire like just hilarity starts. Kazuma as Iris is effing hilarious. Like, him and her body is hilarious. He's like, I think I made peace with being a beautiful little girl princess. But then he sees the other hero, and he touches her head, and he's like, Claire, execute him for touching me. She's like, what? Even the hero, he's like, be gone. It's just freaking funny. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of this situation. And he's like, you know what? I've always wanted to wash your bath. Or I've always wanted to bathe with you and wash your back. And he finds out that Claire, the royal guard for Iris, is actually like one of those like tsundere crazy type people as well too. And he's like, why am I always surrounded by this? Where's all my beautiful waifu options? Why are they all crazy like this? And he's like, it's okay. Like, that whole entire scene is funny. And then the whole bathing scene is funny. This episode was just peak. Like, as far as review goes, there's not even much to really say. Like, this episode was just hilarious. Like, it was just so funny. Like, I'm telling you, I was dying from laughter. Like, I was legitly belly laughing multiple times this episode. This was like the funniest episode all season long to me. And I was crying. Like, those last two scenes, I was crying. I felt literal tears of how much I was laughing. But before that, the scene with Megumin, I thought was freaking hilarious. Aqua taking swigs of like sake and spitting it on the guards or the people who were fighting to heal them. She's like, "Bleh," and it healed them. They're like, ooh, like it's just like so gross. Who thinks of that? It's gross and hilarious. Darkness running into the middle of the demon's army, hilarious. Like scene after scene after scene this episode, they just really nailed the comedy. They just really nailed the funny, and this was just peak Konosuba for sure. So review 10 out of 10. Episode's freaking awesome. That's all I have to say. Can't wait to enjoy next week with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favorite scene? What scene made you laugh the most? And more importantly, if you didn't like the episode, I would really, really love to know why. Because I personally do think, to me, I legit think this was the best episode of the season so far. So that's big praise. So I would love to know if that wasn't for you. Hey, for one, totally okay. But I would love to know why. So hit me with that in the comments down below. But otherwise, guys, like, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Konosuba. And I'll see you guys for episode 6 because, I'm so ready. All right. Peace out, friends.